everybody, it's Linda from the Crafting Depot, and tonight I want to paint this flower that I did previously, but I want to do it now with you. So I traced it out. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what it looks like. So I just got back from hanging out with a friend, and I got bit while I'm standing there for like 2 seconds. So I apologize, but this is really annoying. And so what I want to do is paint the same flower again, but paint it in a different color and do it online. So the last time I did this painting, I tried the glazing process. This time, I'm not going to wait 24 hours. I'm going to try and do the whole thing while I'm videotaping so that you can see. And let's see how it comes out. I mean, you know, it's all fun here at the Crafting Depot. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so this is what I did. I didn't trace it. I drew this out. It's a little bit different than this one, but you kind of get the idea. If you want to screenshot that, you can go ahead and screenshot it, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to use the Kuretake paints. If you're new to my channel, I love these paints. I can't say enough things about them. They come in this box like this. There's 48 paints. You know, they change the prices on everything on Amazon, so I can't say for sure what price they are today. But they come in this box. You get a little swatch card on the inside, and then you get another one that you can keep on the outside. And it's not watercolor paper per se, but it's enough to get me started. So I usually keep that right there so that I can see it. I'm going to take my, God, I got bit in like 2 seconds. And whatever bit me has me bleeding. So what I did was I traced it, I keep saying trace it. I drew it out with this 4H pencil that I have. And I didn't want to put you through it because, you know, sometimes I just erase and I keep going. And, you know, you get nervous when you have people watching you, as I do. I should say I get nervous. Okay, so this is what the paints look like. You get 48 different ones. Since I did this one in like an orange, yellow kind of color, I'm going to go for something more in the light blues. So the light blues, I'm thinking these colors, and maybe I would put a purple or this purple in it. So let's see what happens. And I am not prepared. I just walked in the house and I wanted to get back to painting. So I am going to use, let me see, I'm going to get out this fine liner, I love this brush by Princeton. It's a number 20. So I'm going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to get out, you know, I just got this brush from, it's called Kingart. Now I bought it just to see if there was a difference, and I think I like it better than, I bought two, they're both 1/2 inch by two different companies. This is the Princeton that everybody loves, but I feel like the brush itself is much too big for me. I don't know. So I'll put it there. We'll see. And then I also have the smaller. Is this the Princeton? No. Where did I put it? I have another Princeton brush. I don't see it. Where is it? I'm sorry. It's probably right in front of me and I just don't see it. This isn't it. This is, okay, I'll put these two brushes here. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. As soon as I put you on hold, I found it immediately. So this is the 1/4 inch Princeton dagger, the detailer. So I'm just going to put these brushes to the side. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. And I have my water, and I have my, I use this rag to just dry off my paints, my brushes. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. And I drew this in darker just so that you could see it, but normally I wouldn't go that dark. Okay, so let me move this over and let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start painting wet on wet. So what that means basically is I'm going to go in and I'm going to wet the area that I want to put paint on. And I only have one glass of water here. A little bit too much water. I'm just going to carefully go like this and around like that. Just wet the paper so that it's wet. And then this is some of the, I obviously did not wash my brush. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Horizon Blue. Oh, and you know what? It would make sense to wet my paints down. Get them nice and juicy here, wet. And here we go. Okay, so we're going in. That's a little bit too much water. So I'm just going to go around like that. And I'm just basically putting down a lighter coat of paint as my initial color. And that's going to go spread around with the water. And I'm going to go in here, spread it around, and drag this up and over. And just go around. And I think I used the wrong color. That's okay. I'm not gonna fret. It's okay, I can scoop some of it up. It actually may look good, but I'll just take some of it up. Okay, so let's go for the right color is this one. It's the Horizon Blue. I'm going to turn the brush around so I'm working with the points of the brush. And I'm bringing it around like this. Okay, I should have mentioned what type of paper I'm using. I am using the GenCraft paper that was recommended. Now when I did this, which will come out after this one, and I did this on the same paper, but I did a wet on dry on that one. So the paper didn't really get wet like this paper's going to get as much. It didn't get as wet as this paper's going to get. And you can see I am scrubbing the paint and just moving it around. Like so. Okay, then we're going to go into the next one, and we're going to go around and do the same thing with the other leaves. Follow the outline. Same thing. And I should show you the type of paper that I'm using. So let me do this first. Get some of this and fill it in. And just move the paint around like so. And then I'm turning the brush around. Can you see? Let me bring it down a little bit so you can see. I'm moving the brush down like that. So you can see I'm doing the outline of the flower petal. And I'll just brush this inside. I'll wet my brush a little bit and just move the paint. It's not, okay, I need a little bit more paint on my brush. A little bit more. And there we go. And then we'll just spread that. And just follow what you drew out. So now I would like this to be a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to lift some of the paint off because I don't want it to be as dark. So we're going to lift some of it off. There we go. Okay, so now we go into the next one. And we're going to continue doing the same thing all around. I'm going to outline this with the water. And bring the dagger brush and just trace the outline of the petal. And then go in with that same color again. And just go around and drag it down. Like that. This is a lot of fun. And then I'm just going to move the water, move it over this way, bring it over, get a little bit more paint, and go around the outside edge of the petal. Just outline it. And then I'm going to move that up like that. And get a little bit more water because I just want to thin it out like that. Get a little bit more. I'm going to outline it and just move that paint like so. And just scrub some of it up. Actually, it's not scrubbing, it's lifting. And move it like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're moving. I'm going to turn this and we're going on to the next one. And we're just going to spread that water. So you're basically just painting the leaf with water, to get that wet on wet. There we go. And back into that horizon blue. And here we go. We're going in. And we're moving the paint. And we just, whoops. Just be careful you don't hit what you're doing if you're doing this along with me. And then just outline the leaf. And I wouldn't normally darken my pencil lines as dark as I did, but I did it just so that you could see the flower if you wanted to screenshot it. So there we go. Okay, so we got that leaf. Now we're moving on and we're going to do the next one. So here we go. We're going in and okay, here we go. This is really nice paper, I have to be honest with you. Okay. Here we go. And this is student grade paper. It's not Arches, but I did some, researching. I looked at the reviews, and people that normally use Arches, which is a highly professional watercolor paper, were all impressed with this paper. Let's get some more. And we're going to go around like that, and then we're just going to move the water and the color that's on my brush already and just spread it out. Okay, now we're going on to the last leaf, and then we're going to dry this because then we're going to put on other layers. Okay, so going, whoops, doing it wrong. Okay, we got to wet the leaf. So we're going to go in with water, and we're going to wet the leaf like so. And we're just going to put a little water on there. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to get our horizon blue, and we're just going to move the water and the color, the paint, and we're just going to spread it out amongst the paper, and like that, and just follow the outline that you drew. There you go. And then just take the rest of the paint and just spread it around. And now you have a blend. And if you want, you can scrub some of it up. Okay, so now we have the beginnings of our flower. What I want to do is go over this area right here. So I'm just going to do some wet on dry. I just put some paint on the end tips of my brush, and I'm just going to go over this like that. So I'm covering where I went out of the line. Okay, there we go. And over here. So now I need to let this dry a little bit, so I have to pause the camera because that's very important that this dries a little. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back. So what I would like to show you is the type of paper that I'm using. It's called GenCraft's Premium Watercolor Paper. It's cold press, acid free. You get 60 sheets. This one has 30, but you get 2 of these. And it's 140 pounds and it's wood blend. So it's, I guess it's a different type of, it's not made with cotton. They don't claim to be made with cotton. Wood blend, I guess that's just the type of paper. But that's what I'm using, and I have to say it's pretty good considering I'm putting a lot of water on here. You know, it did buckle a little bit, but you know, I could have probably have taped this down to a board and kept it flatter. So I didn't do that. This is free floating. So the next thing I want to do is take out my liner brush and wet it, and then what I'm going to do with the turquoise is I'm going to wet the turquoise, get the turquoise a little bit wetter, and I'm going to go around and create the outline of this. And just, you know, it's kind of hard to be talking and painting, but I will do my best. Okay, so we're going to go in here like this and create this area like this. And just like that. Okay, so we got one started. And we're going to go, and of course everything dries lighter. And of course, you know, it's hard to draw a straight line when your hand is shaky. Just do your best. And basically this is, you know, we're not in a competition here, we're just here to have fun. So you just do your best. And the whole idea is to enjoy yourselves. Okay, let's scoop around. Now there's been a lot of water on this paper. So I'm going to make this a little bit thicker here. There we go. And with practice, everybody gets better. So that's how you do the outline. And then I'm going to go over here. Go inside. And I think what I'll do is go over this area. There. Okay, now we're going to do the next one. And we're gonna just with the tip of the brush. I have to tell you, my vision is getting worse. I was out with my friend Lori and we we're both complaining about how we're falling apart. Then I was with Paula the other night and we're both complaining about how we're getting old. It's horrible. All these aches and pains, it's like, what happened? Okay, most things can be fixed. It's nothing to worry about. Let's see, let's go around this. And sometimes, honestly, mistakes wind up looking good. Some of them, anyway. And here we go. Okay, let's just get this a little bit thicker. Okay, getting more. I'm not so sure I'm happy about the brushes that I bought. They seem really kind of too long. The 1/2-inch daggers. Maybe it's just the company, the way that, you know, are they all like that? I don't know. There we go. Okay, so now we did the outline. And I'm just going to go in here, fix that, make that just a little bit thicker. Because they do get lighter as they dry. Everything gets lighter as it just dried. And I really do love these paints. Probably because, you know, there's so many different colors and I don't have to get into mixing. Okay, so I am going to straighten that out. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to let this dry a minute, so we have to pause. So I'm using the dryer to dry this, and I'm thinking, what color am I going to go into next? So looking at, I'm thinking maybe this cerulean blue, which is right over here. Further, I'll turn this around. And that is cerulean blue right there. Those are the blues. So let's try it and see how we like it. Now I'm going to use wet. I really got these paints really saturated. So I'm just going to, now I'm just going to go in with this, and I'm going, oh, came out green. What happened? You know, that actually looks pretty good. Some green went in there. I'm going to keep going with it. And I'm going to spread that like that and around like this, and just darken it in a little bit. And then just wet my brush and bring it down. You get a little bit more. And it's actually picking up some of the green that's in here, unintentionally. Now you can see it looks even darker. That's okay. And I'm moving the brush. I'm using the tip of the brush right now. And I'm going to bring that down and just blend it in. And then what I want to do is lift some of the center out. There, so I have like that. There we go. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We'll get more of that. Basically, we're going to go around this leaf. If I look awkward, because I do feel a little awkward. Okay, this one's coming out much darker. It's the same paint. And I'm going to turn my brush over so I can get in there. And paint in there like that. There we go. And let's turn it around this way so I can get in here. And then I'm going to do the same thing and just a little bit more. Go into the center, bring it out. And just blend it. Okay, I don't want it to be as dark all around. I just want some areas to be lighter. Going to do the same thing and scrub some of it up, or lift some of it up, and just get a few different tones. I like the way that this is lighter right here. And this is just a personal preference. You know, when you're painting your flower, we all have, you know, we could be painting the same thing and we'll get different techniques. So I'm going to go on and do the next one. Here we go. And just very carefully going towards the edges, not to go over. And just move that like that. And maybe just do that. And like that. And like that. Okay, I'm gonna lift aside. There we go. And I see that I made a mistake here. So which color was I was using? This one. I got to turn it around so I know what I was doing before. I'm going to bring that over like that. I thought that was the color I was using. Okay. Let me see. There we go. All right, so we're going to move along here. And over here, I think what I'm going to do is just go the outline again. I'm just going to go heavy again on this outer edge of this leaf. I'm just outlining the leaf again, but I'm making it thicker. Like that. This is the part I have a hard time with, is doing this center. And then I'm just going to barely push it up a little bit with my brush and just push it up like that. To make it just appear a little bit darker, like a shadow, blending it like that. Go back in a little bit more. And just play with it until you feel you're happy. I'm not thrilled about it, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to move on. And let's see if I can get this. I don't want too much. I just want like that. And I'm just gonna like scrub the paint. Get a little bit of water and just scrub. There we go, and just scrub it like that. Let's move on. Okay, so we're going to go back to this blue way over here, but I'm going to move this over and go back over here. And maybe just leave a little bit of a line like that, so you can still see the undercoat, the first coat. Okay, and I'm turning my brush over so that I get that, and I'm just going to go around like this, and then I'm going to push the paint, wet my brush, and just blend the paint. And give it different, I want the different colors to come out, the different strengths. I know I'm not using the right terminology. I think I'm going to go around here. There we go. Wet my brush again and just move the paint around. Just moving it around. like that. There we go. So I know I have this as light. I'm not sure I'm going to keep that like that, but let's see what happens. Let's move on. And now I put a lot of paint on my brush. And I wet the brush to dilute it and blend it around, bring it down, wet it again to move the paint. Turn the brush around so I get the point. Using the point, and I'm just going to move it around. It's like scrubbing. We're scrubbing. Okay. We're going to bring that down like that. And just lightly push it around. Because I do want to do some lifting. Let's see if I can lift. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted, some lifting. Yeah. Okay. And then going back to this one, I think I want to do some lifting here. And just move it. Like that. All right. I need to let this dry. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do next is some fine lines. Okay, so let me look. So I'm thinking about going in here with some green. Bring the green around. Bring the green around there like that. Like that. And then we're going to go inside. This is the hard part for me. For me, this is hard. So I got to go in like this and up. And then down and out. Okay, and then what I want to do is create some lines. So this is going to have a line coming down like that. And then we're going to make them curve. Like that. Get some more. And this is, what am I using? Hooker's Green. So this is going to curve the other way. So I'm going to go like this. And then we're going to turn the paper. And I'm going to wet this green again. This Hooker's Green. And I'm going to turn it like this so it looks like the leaf is kind of bending. We'll make our little stripes a little bit smaller as we get towards the top. And we'll come back down. You don't really see it. It's not super noticeable. That's okay. Then here we're going to turn curve our little lines this way and make them a little bit shorter as you get towards the top of the leaf, like that. Okay. And then maybe what I'll do is just make some little lines coming this way. Okay, got that. Okay, and then I want to do some lines around it. This Hooker's green. We're going to do some like that. We're just going to put some lines in to show curves. Like that. And what I'd like to do is go in here with some lighter, go back in here and blend. Make that lighter in there. That's what I want. And then I'm going to go back with the Hooker's green and just lightly go over that. And give that a nice point. Okay, we're moving along. And we're getting there. So in here, I think, let's see what happens if we just color this in with the green, this white area. And come down here. And then maybe do some little strokes. Like that. And then over here, we'll do the same thing. Just little strokes. Maybe make this green a little bit more prominent at the tip. Bring this tip out. There we go. And I really like the way these little bubbles came. They were actually accidents, but I like them. So I'm going to get that Hooker's green again. And I'm going to go in here where the tip is. I'm going to put a little bit of green in here. In that point. And we'll do some green coming out like that. And we'll have them just come like that. Let's get that Hooker's green again, and I want to see what I can do over here Just want to put a little bit of that hooker's green in here and right here. And maybe let's see how it looks with the whole tip. And just little wisps, not real. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe I will try to see how this looks with the green. I may have made a mistake, but that's what painting is all about, is trying things out. So let's get the other brush and let's see what happens if I just put a little bit of water in there and blend it. Put a little bit of water in there. Lighten it up. Okay, what I would like to do is put some leaves. So we need some leaves. So I really love this lime green. So what I want to do is put some lime green leaves in here. Maybe mix it with a little bit of sap green. And let's see what happens. Definitely got to put water on the brush and blend it. Bring it around. Okay, this is awkward. Okay. It's not easy, for me anyway, to paint through a camera. Okay, let's get that blended. And bring some more hooker's green in there. Probably too much water in here. Okay. All right, let's do another leaf coming out of here. So, and then I'm going to get the hooker's green, and I'm going to, wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at the way that came out. That's like a combination of several colors. That's got the blue, the green, bring that in there like that. That's beautiful. That looks really nice. Okay, let's darken this one in. Let's do it on one side. I must have gotten blue in here. And then just come down like that. Bring it around. There. Let's do one more leaf over here. And you know what? I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to bring out some water, and then I'm going to paint out a leaf, and then I'm going to add some color. So I'm going to take this sap green, a little bit of the blue together. Let's see what happens. And we're going to paint in that leaf. Like so. Nice. Okay, there is something that you can do also. So I have a feather somewhere. Let me see if where did you go, feather? Let me see, where are you? Oh, there you are. So if you take a feather or a credit card and you just scratch your leaf, you can create lines, especially if the paint is still wet. So let's see what happens here. We're going to scratch. We're going to go up. So look for a leaf. Not a leaf, I'm sorry. Look for a feather. Okay, let's go from here down. And that one came out a little different. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe it's the side of the feather that I used. Okay, we got that. Okay, what I would like to do is fill in around. Now I know that I'm using, let me see, where's the cat's tongue? Let's try the cat's tongue. Ugh. Okay. Let's see, let's color in around this. So let's go around. What I should do is really dry this. You know what? Yeah, let me do that. Let me dry this. I'll be right back. Okay, just to be careful, I'm going to use the smaller 1/4-inch dagger. I'm going to go around here with some, should be clean. Let me see. Some water. And yes, it's got some green on it. So what I'm going to do now is take out the cat's tongue and just spread some water. You know what it is? It's the water that I'm using. Let's go in here and spread some water. Okay, whoops. All right, so what I was thinking would look really nice is this cadmium yellow. So I think the cadmium yellow would look nice. Whoops, it's got a little green in there. That's okay. Let's see what happens. We're going in. I could be ruining this. We'll find out. And let's get that cat's tongue. It's a little bigger. We can spread more paint. There we go. We're spreading the paint. We're moving along here. And as you can see, the paper is starting to buckle, but I've used a lot of water on this paper. Let's go in here very carefully and just spread it around like that. Okay. I actually like the green that's blending in with the yellow. So let's see what happens when we just do wet on dry. Wet on dry. We'll turn this. And I know I should have taped this down onto a board. You can stretch paper too. I've seen it done. Okay, we're moving this. Here we go. We're gonna finish this video and see how it looks. All right, we're not going to go all the way in there because this brush is not thin enough. So what I'm going to do is get the 1/4" dagger, put a little bit of paint on it, and very carefully, go in there. And then I'm going to take the fine liner and just go in there. The fine liner. A little bit more. There we go. And I will move this, a little bit of water, and just blend that with the 1/4" dagger. Then we'll go back with the cat's tail and wet it a little bit. It looks like we still have plenty of paint here. And just go over that. There we go. Yeah, there's plenty of paint on this brush. And we're gonna turn it, and we're gonna get more yellow. And we're gonna blend that. And just move it around. And then we'll come back in just to get the edge. Let me just blend that with the water. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is with the liner, go around the areas that are really tight. Look at that, there's yellow, there's green on there. So too much green. Okay, we don't want the green, we want the yellow. Let's get the yellow and move that. That's okay. I'm not going to get upset over that. No, we're not. I'm going to wet this, and I'm going to take out some of that green. And then I have more yellow. There we go. Okay, here we go. We're going in. Going in. And we're just going to blend it like that. All right, here we go. Around closer to the leaf with this fine. I could use the 1/4-inch dagger to do this, which is probably what I should be using right now. All right, let's get the 1/4-inch dagger. Let's get a little bit of paint on here, and let's finish this up. Oh my God, do you believe? Look, 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 look. I got green. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I did not want green. So, do you think I'm going to get all stressed out? Absolutely not. That's silly. I'll just try to get it off. So, scrub it a little. We'll get a napkin. We'll do this. And then we'll go in. See? Everything can be fixed. And we'll go in with the yellow. Like that. And just go around that like that. And we'll go around here like this. And around here like that. And we'll get a little bit more. Just do some touch-ups. Let's get the cat's tail. Oops, looks like I need another boo-boo. That's okay. We'll blend it. We'll blend it all out. And like that, and like that. And let's see, this side needs a little bit more yellow. I like the contrast between the blue and the yellow. What do you think? Do you like the contrast between the blue and the yellow if you're still here? And you haven't, like, you know, left? I know it's a long video. What can I say? Okay. I probably should have let this dry a little bit more. I see some green over here. I'm going to lift it or move it as much as I can. There we go. And just bring that out. There is more you can do to this. I mean, believe me. But I've been on here for a while. Just trying to show you. Okay, so I want to show you. This is the one I did in the orange color. I didn't do a background. And then this is the one I did with the blue. And tell me which one you like. Do you like the blue or do you like the orange? Okay, thank you so much for following me. I know it's a long video, but you know, hey, that's what it takes to paint. You know, you can't do maybe there are people that can paint real quick, but I'm not one of them. So with that, thank you for following me. If you like this video, you like this demonstration, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. And if you want to follow me, hit the notification button. With that, have a amazing day. Thank you. Bye-bye.